Hello everyone, my mom has started the YouTube video for us tonight. This is me in my ozone sauna. I hope you can hear me. I didn't have this thing for about 2 weeks, and it was a really hard 2 weeks. I was really having a lot of problems, and it makes me realize how important ozone saunas are. And I would say this is my favorite treatment so far, and the one that gives me the most important kinds of benefits. And I'm getting super thirsty all of a sudden. Mom, do you think you could help me get some water?
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't think of it while you're over here. The most kind of significant benefits. When I stopped antibiotics, I developed, and I got on Rife machine, I developed a lot of symptoms of what I now know to be mold and Lyme, biotoxin illness. You want to take my glasses off too? Alright, I can chug water. I developed a lot of symptoms of mold and biotoxin illness, and really, like, low endorphins, really just, I suddenly felt like a lack of pleasure, and actually I started getting low endorphins ever after I started using Tindamax and killing a lot of stuff at once, and that was before I got off antibiotics, so that was a couple months before I stopped. And then also, having just frequent injuries. I've never had this many injuries in my life before, and I mean, people who watch my channel know I have like 5 chronic injuries and just aren't healing. And just like, I get hit or I get a muscle injury and it just sticks around, and that can be from, inflammation and low cortisol and stuff. And also having to drink a huge amount of water. Like, I used to drink the better part of a gallon of water a day. So, the ozone sauna has been the first thing that has changed that for me. And now I know that it's the sauna that does a lot of that, because I had the ozone generator and insufflations for the past 2 weeks, but I was getting some relapsing in those areas. Like, I was losing the endorphins, I was losing the, I was having to drink more water again. Because when I used the ozone sauna for a month, I started having just really feeling the best that I felt. Ozone sauna and ozone insufflations and the Bob Bag protocol. All this I've been doing the Bob Bag protocol for like 3 months, but the ozone stuff for a month. Feeling the best that I've felt since getting Lyme. And suddenly feeling like I want to look into work, which is the first time I've felt like doing that since getting Lyme. And I've been like contacting places about work, sending my resume around and everything. So, it's so hot in here. But yeah. So, and then during using the ozone sauna, I got my water drinking way down. I was drinking so much less water that was really surprising to me that I could go for such a long time without drinking water. I didn't have to drink so much at night. I didn't have to wake up in the morning to go to the bathroom anymore, that sort of thing, which I used to do every day. So that means you're drinking a lot of water if you have to get up in the morning to go to the bathroom. So I had a little bit of relapse with that, where towards the last couple of days I've actually been having to drink more water and having less endorphins. But I got the ozone sauna back. I did one last night, and today I felt a little bit of endorphins again for the first time in like 2 weeks. You know, a little extra jolt. It's a little bit more endorphins than you're expecting, and hopefully the water drinking will go down again. I just feel like this is such a great, like, all-in-one treatment, and it does a lot of things that it's just like, how do you do them any other way? Because it combines a lot of treatments at once. So the bugs right now are exposed to high heat, which they don't like. They're exposed to ozone, which kills everything, and so that's on the killing side. You're doing 2 kinds of killing at once. And then also bacteria don't have really any resistance to this kind of killing, as opposed to antibiotics and even herbal antibiotics, where bacteria can develop resistance or figure it out. There's really not, I don't know of any way that bacteria can get resistant to high heat. It's just very hot. Or, good thing I grew up in Texas. Or else to ozone, which just like works with like strange mechanisms that they can't develop resistance to, because it basically oxidizes anything that doesn't have the protection against oxidation that human cells do. So that's at least what I've learned. And then also for detox, it's a huge detox thing, because you're getting simultaneously sweating. You're taking the load off your liver by sweating, so your liver and kidneys get a break, so you're sweating through your skin. You're using your skin as a detox organ, and you're also having high heat, which promotes good circulation. Poor circulation is a major issue for people with Lyme. You get all these stagnant areas of the body, and you're having ozone, which helps to detoxify you by oxidizing your toxins, and they come out. And I really, from my personal experience, I really think that ozone is helpful for getting biotoxins out, because I'm getting so many improvements in areas that Dr. Shoemaker talks about. Maybe I should talk to Dr. Shoemaker. Because the stuff that he says mold illness causes that he has to treat with all the cholestyramine and cholestyramine and actose and all the weird stuff that has side effects, I feel like I'm getting benefits in that just with ozone. And I'm not having any side effects from the ozone at all. You have to be careful with how much you use. You don't want to overdo it, and you have to take antioxidants if you feel like you need them. You'll figure that out. But and the other thing that the ozone does is the high heat, I feel, is so calming. And the first time I used it, I was like, wow, I don't think I've been this calm in a long time. It just really slows down your autonomic nervous system, and you just lie down afterwards, and you feel at peace with the world. It's wonderful. And it's a really different method of Lyme treatment, because so many Lyme treatments involve popping pills or having IVs or things shot into your butt in a shot. And those are just kind of, they don't really get at your whole body. Whereas this, like, your whole body can tell, gee, something's going on. Like, I'm getting like a whole body treatment here. And you start to see your body more as like a cupcake that can go in the oven rather than as a test tube that you're going to throw different things in. I really prefer the cupcake method of treatment where you're getting people doing stuff to you from the external side. So I love these, absolutely love them. And if you want to make ozone equipment is expensive, and I know PromoLife has a 5-year warranty, but they don't accept returns. You might be able to get it used. You can possibly get oxygen concentrators used. You can buy oxygen at a welding supply if you say you need it for jewelry welding. Don't quote me on this, but you can't say that you need to buy it for ozone, because then you need a medical prescription for it. But just do it, folks. This is good stuff, and I feel just more and more ready to go out in the world. Like before, I was using this, had a hard time reading books, and now I just spend a lot of my day like researching where I want to move, and writing to dance companies that I want to intern with, and writing to people about housing, and also the main thing is I just had such a hard time without it, and my life was I was just not making the progress without the sauna that I was making with the sauna. So if you get an ozone generator, get the sauna. It makes it so much more effective to have everything combined. And I feel like detox is probably the biggest overlooked part of Lyme treatment. I'm getting a little bit faint again. Gotta get more water. Maybe you can turn this off too. I love it when it's so hot that it's uncomfortable though.
Okay, well,
I watch a lot of TV on Netflix while I'm doing this. It lines up well because it's 30 minutes. A lot of TV shows are 30 minutes. Okay.
turn where off.
On the YouTube. Just click the stop button.